What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Nino, the cooking basic version. So right now, right here, I am going to go through and teach you how to slice an onion, how to peel an onion. First of all, a lot of people have issues with onions because they create a lot of tears.
In simple terms, when the onion is cut, it releases an enzyme that evaporates into a gas, and when it reaches our eyes, it reacts, causing tears.
What I'm going to suggest to you is you ensure that you have a sharp your onion. You want to take a little piece off the end of it, all right? And you also want to go to the other side. As you can see, okay, the other side's got the stem which holds onto the onion. You don't want to totally remove that because you want to kind of keep the onion together. So you just kind of slice down about an inch away. And in order to ensure that you got a nice sharp knife, for me, I just prefer to use Henkel. I always use a Henkel knife because Henkels, I just find them to be the absolute best. There's a little paring knife. They come in different sizes. It's probably about, and you also have what's called a turning knife. You have chef knives, boning knives. Henkel carry all sorts, but they're the absolute best, I tell you. So just ensure that when you're peeling your onion, you'll also see that the outer layer is a little brown. I like to remove that, the brown area. So you probably end up removing about 2 layers. All right, so just get that all peeled back. And what you're gonna notice, and can I also suggest that just to reduce the tears when you're cutting onions, you might want to put them in water. If you put the onions in some cold water, it tends to neutralize that gas which is distributed off the garlic and cause your eyes to run, okay? So once we get our onions peeled, we're gonna slice it in half. And the important thing here is if you notice, you've got your stem still here and it's holding the onion together, okay? What you can do is just go in and make a little V and remove that. All right, and then you can start slicing and you start slicing away. Oh, you can hear my granddaughter in the background. She just wants to be heard. And as you slice away, you're gonna get to the edge where it becomes quite close to your finger. So what you do is just put it down flat, so you always have the flat side down, give you much more surface to work with, and you have much better control over the slicing of your onions. Look at that. That is absolutely lovely. So I'm just cutting away here, cutting my onions with my paring knife. And as you know, there are different types of knives, different length, different sizes. Right now, I'm just using my paring knife to slice away. Now, it's entirely up to you at what size knife you use that will give you the best control over what it is that you're doing, because you don't want to be using a knife that's too large and you can't control it. So here we've got another onion. I'm going to be using my chef knife, okay, just to demonstrate the chef knife cutting on this. I'm going to cut down. I've got a little bit of an end piece here. Again, I'm going to make a little V just to remove the attachment. That piece is really holding the onion together. All right, just a little V, just get it out of there. All right, and I'm going to use my chef knife. Okay, I can just one slice at a time. Okay, you get your thumb there and you ensure that the knife runs along your knuckle. This way you don't take your finger out with it. So if I run it right along my knuckle, okay, I can actually get to slice these onions without having to cut myself in any way. So, and as your knife skills becomes a little bit more sharp or acute, okay, you can do this. I can do this. I can cut it like this as well. But that's just a lot of experience in doing that. But for you, just slow down, take your time. It's very, very easy to do this, either with a chef knife or with a paring knife. All right, got a couple more to peel here. And we're gonna cut this one. And again, there's the little V there. There's a little stem that's attached. You wanna just make a little V, a little slit on both sides, and just remove that. Reason being, again, if you allow that to stay, the onion is gonna stay together and it's not gonna fall apart. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get each slice as an individual. As you see here, when you do it that way, each piece is an individual. When you leave the stem together, it actually stays together, it fuses together. And we don't want that, all right? So let's just cut away here. And again, flat surface, always best to work with a flat surface. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cooking Basic with Nino, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.